Shalom, Ka'alau Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect, the hopeful elect, and 1/3, pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth so we can seal the elect and make it to the kingdom. Shalom. It's your brother Yadai, coming back at you with another lesson. This one I'm gonna do. Who is Esau Edom, and who is your enemy? Salakia. Salakia. All right. This is Genesis 25 and 25. I might start up. Well, this is going in to the birth of Jacob and Esau. All right, I'm gonna start at 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Okay, the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Now let's see what he's known for. Because Esau is the wicked of the Bible. Esau Edom is the so-called white man. The devil that the Bible speaks of, literally. Ain't no devil under the earth with a pitchfork, red man, you know? No, ain't none of that. The devil is a man on earth. You know, there is a spiritual demon, Satan, but he got a human counterpart on earth that he moves through, and that's these people, the red people. All right, kind of funny, huh? You always thought it was a red man under the earth with a pitchfork, but it's really a damn devil on top of the earth with you that's tormenting you. And you know, most people are too crazy to even see that. Salakia, brothers. Well, you know what? I'm gonna get this first. Salakia. This is Malachi 1 and 4. I'm gonna read it from 1. The burden of the Lord, Salakia, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was Esau not Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob and hated Esau. So right now you know that the Lord hates Esau, the red people. This thus saith the Lord. The Lord just said that, right? Okay. And lay his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons in the wilderness. That's a clue for you. The mountains. Lay his mountains waste. Who the only people that got a reputation of coming from the mountains? You know, sometimes you gotta just put two and two together, man. It's not hard to do. For the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom says, we are impoverished, but we will return to build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, the beginning of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh have indignation forever, righteous hatred. So the Lord hates these people forever. All right? And they also your enemies, you know? So let's get that too. Let's see who the Lord said your enemy was. Salakia. This is just more proof of who you are, Israel. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And you know, confusion to face. But you know, we know confusion to face, you know, just means you know, what's that? Salakia. Uh, they shame face. It's shame face, because it's a shame to look like another nation. You know what I'm saying? But, confusion in face, it's just, how we put it, you know. But here we go. This Deuteronomy 28:68. Like I said, this is more proof of who you are, too, because this scripture alone, proves that you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you other Israelites that look like the nations that you were scattered to throughout the four corners of the earth, you know? Just more proof for you. Here we go. And the Lord shall bring, this Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold to your enemies. Alright? For bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. So when we got off these slave ships, and just so you know, Egypt is synonymous with bondage, with slavery. If you look at the word, Egypt literally means slavery. So, and the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships, because we was in slavery in Egypt. And the Lord brought us out of that with a strong hand. Okay? With ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, exactly how I'm saying it to you, thou shalt see it no more again, and there you shall be sold to your enemies. Who were we sold to? We were sold to all the nations of the world. Every nation on earth had a Negro slave. And that's just the truth. And that's just the truth. Every nation on earth profited from us going into slavery. And you shall be sold to your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, meaning no man shall save you. Nobody's going to redeem us out of this captivity that we in, because the Lord put us in this, and we ain't going to come out of here till the Lord take us out. The Lord said he's going to take us out of here, all right? You know what I'm saying? To your enemies, bondmen and bondwomen. We were sold as slave men and slave women. All right? And ain't nobody ever came to help us out. All right? Now that we established who the enemy is, we gonna get something else for you. I'm gonna get something else for you. That's the spirit. I gotta go to my other Bible with the Apocrypha. I believe I had this one bookmarked. There we go. Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Never trust thy enemy. Okay? Never trust your enemy. Israel, wherever you may be, never trust your enemy. What you were sold to. If you in another land that's not your own, if you not standing in Jerusalem, which I believe there's none there, probably a few brothers there, but I'm sure they having a hard time there, just like we having a hard time here in wicked ass Babylon the Great, which is America. All right. Never trust thy enemy, for as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. All right. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therein. All right. Right before when you put this devil next to you, or any of these other devils next to you, you know what I'm saying? He's saying you gonna remember the words at the last, that you shouldn't have trusted your enemy. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such that come near wild beasts? You know what I mean? I ain't gonna feel sorry for nobody that walk up on a tiger. You know, I ain't gonna feel sorry for nobody that walk up on a bear willingly, knowing that this is a wild animal. You know, a wild beast of the earth, man. You know? And same for you other nations. You ain't shit. You a beast. 14. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? Nobody. You shouldn't get pity. Because you knew that was a snake. You knew that was a bear. You knew that was a tiger. You knew it was your enemy. 15. For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. Okay? An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagine how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Okay? He want to kill you. Fuck hurting you. He want to kill you. If adversary come to thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. You know, he ain't gonna be that nice dude no more. He gonna be imagining how to throw you into a pit. Why? Because these people are your enemies. You know, and we gonna bang on Esau one more time, man. One more time. I'm gonna get this real quick. Salakia. Salakia. Um, Salakia. Salakia. Gotta figure my way around this app. What's that? Obadiah. Man, it's my favorite chapter, man. You know, one of my favorites, man. It's many favorites. Salakia. Forgive me, Father. You know, I got a lot of favorites in here, man. You know, the vision of Obadiah says the Lord concerning Edom. We have Esau, the white man, the devil. That's who this whole chapter is dedicated to. The vision of Obadiah thus says Yahweh power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador is set among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. All the heathen is about to rise up in battle on Esau, the devil, the white man. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Now you keep on, everybody, we keep hearing about their birth rates, and you know, they ain't the majority no more. They finally the minority. The pride of the pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, who saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? That's these devils all the way. All right, another clue for you. Thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. All right, whose habitation is high. Look at all these skyscrapers and stuff, man. You know what I mean? I don't like to be up high. I don't know about y'all, but man, I don't do heights. Thou shalt, though thou exalt thyself as an eagle. What country exalt thyself as an eagle? National anthem, you know. Slakia, and thou, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, then will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. You know, Space Force, they want to go to the moon, all that, man. The Bible, man, is so real, man. You know what I'm saying? The prophecies is popping off, man. People ain't taking heed. You need to take great heed, man. If thieves come to thee, if robbers by night, how art they cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? All right, this man coming, he take everything from you, man. He want the tree. You know what I mean? The bush. You know what I'm saying? The house, the foundation, the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Everything that comes with it. the land. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All men of all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. You know what I'm saying? The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. See, these nations have deceived thee. They plotting, man, and prevailed against thee, and they gonna prevail. They gonna shoot them missiles over here, man. Thus saith the Lord. The Lord said they gonna shoot them missiles over here, man. Why would you not believe that? They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mouth of Esau? And thy mighty man, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Okay? Every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Okay? They gonna all die, man. Thus saith the Lord. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. For your violence against us, you fucking bastard. The Lord's gonna avenge us on you for what you did. In that day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was one of them. You traitorous bastard. This supposed to be our brother, man. You know? You broke the brotherly covenant. But thou should not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither should thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither should thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou should not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yeah, thou should not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor lay hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither should thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither should thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. Alright? For as ye drink upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as they had not been. They gonna drink that cup, man. They gonna drink that cup with the dregs, man. All you nations, you gonna drink that cup of the Lord, man. And you gonna be as you have not been. But upon Mount Zion will be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Alright, we're going to possess you and your possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them, and devour them, and there shall not any be remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh power hath spoken it. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau. Yeah, we're going to possess your mount, Esau. And they of the plain of the Philistines, and they shall possess the field of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Galilee, and the captivity of the host of the children of Israel, us, shall possess the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath, and the captivity of Jerusalem is the shepherd, is in Shapard, Salakia, shall possess the cities of the south. And Savior shall come up on the Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be Yahweh's. Alright? The kingdom shall be Yahweh's. Alright? With all that, man, I hope somebody out there was edified. I just want to say, Call Allah Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect, the hopeful elect, and the 1/3 out here pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth so we can seal the elect and make it to the kingdom. Shalom.